Okay. Hi everybody. Welcome to another edition of Papa Bear. And today I want us to continue this theme that we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, actually, about becoming our fathers. And one of the things that we've realized as we've talked through this subject is that whether we like it or not, we end up becoming what our fathers are. Because of a very simple principle that children learn whether we are teaching them or not. And the more passive we are with our imparting of values or of knowledge or of impact onto our kids, the things that we tell them, the things that we teach them, the things that we relate to them, the more passive we are with that process, then the more they pick up on the things that we do not teach them. So they pick up on your habits, they pick up on your behaviors, they pick up on your attitudes, they pick up on your approach to life, the way you treat the mother of their children, their mother, the way you treat other people, the way you treat, the matatu people, the matatu driver, the way you treat the watchman at the gate, the way you treat your house help, the way you treat other people. Kids will pick up on that because they will learn whether you're teaching them or not. And so because we invariably or inadvertently become our fathers, then it's all the more critical for us as men to be more deliberate about how we impart knowledge on our kids. And we need to be more teaching. We need to teach more. That's the word. We need to be more practical and more deliberate about what we teach our kids, because they will become us if we don't do that. I want to talk about, we've talked about earlier about different types of fathers. We've talked about authoritarian or disciplinarians. I want to talk about another kind of father who I would call the negligent father. Now, a negligent father basically has very little concern for the success of his children. He may be present in their lives, but is negligent with them. He lets them do whatever they want. He doesn't enforce rules. He doesn't make sure that things are done in a specific way. He may have affection for them, but he doesn't show it. And so he kind of just lets them do their thing. And he's very aloof with the kids. They don't know what he likes, what he does. He doesn't interact with them. He's just like a passive listener, a passive occupant of the house. And that's a very bad thing to do, because your kids see you, but they have no sense of who you are. They just see this tall guy who lives in the house, and they don't know who you are. They don't know what you like. They don't know anything about you. You completely neglect them. Now, that, in my view, is possibly even worse than being an absentee father. Because, when someone is absent, then you don't know anything about them. You've got no way of interacting or knowing who they are. But if somebody is present but negligent, then that means you don't know who they are. Their presence has no impact for you whatsoever, and you don't want that for your children. You want to be as involved as possible. I think negligent parents, in some cases, negligent fathers in that case, for this particular case, might feel like them being in the room is enough to justify, them having the title of father, but feel that there's no need for them to do anything more than that, than just be present. So I want to discourage that. And if you're the kind of father who's negligent, you need to be more present. You need to be more engaged with your children. The opposite of negligence is involvement or engagement. You need to get involved with your kids. You need them to talk to you. You need to speak to them. They need to feel more than just your presence, but they need to feel your heart. They need to know who you are. So if you're that kind of dad, just stop. Let's stop doing that. Let's be more engaged with our children, and not be the negligent fathers that we may have seen our fathers being when we were growing up. So yeah, again, if you have any thoughts about this concept, about this idea, if you were raised by a negligent father, let me know. Let me see your comments at the bottom of the video. Feel free to write back to me. Feel free to like the video. Feel free to share it as much as possible, and subscribe to the channel so we can have these conversations going. Do you have a negligent father in your orbit somewhere, someone who you know who's negligent? Let them know that they need to be more involved, because kids will pick up on that, and your kids will become just like you, because whether you like it or not, they're going to learn what you are and become who you are, not necessarily who you tell them to be. So yeah, that's it. More to continue as we go on. Cheers.